Welcome to Supporting Literacy Through Conversations at Home. My name is Soha Mahmoud Tabana. My background is in elementary education. I was an elementary school teacher and have taught both kids and adults for over 20 years. I am bilingual and mom to a 7-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter.
My name is Suzanne Abdelrahim Tartier, and I was an elementary school teacher, ELL specialist for the National Clearinghouse for English Language Acquisition, and an educational consultant working with teachers and coaches. I'm also a bilingual mom to a 10-year-old son. The goal for this session is to provide you with some new strategies and skills to use with your children to increase literacy by focusing on meaningful conversations.
Native language, or L1, is very important to use at home. Using your native language also helps your child connect to you, their relatives, and their culture. Research shows that development of literacy skills in L1 translates to literacy development in a second language. So using your native language will help your child develop more academic skills in English. There is undeniable and growing evidence that the home language of ELLs is of considerable benefit to their overall academic success. Individuals who are bilingual switch between two different language systems. Bilingual children exhibit significant cognitive advantages in comparison to monolingual children, specifically when it comes to problem solving. Children who learn to read in their native language have a strong foundation to build upon when they learn a second language. Their brains are very active and flexible. They can easily apply their knowledge about reading to their second language as they get older. In today's global society, bilingual and biliterate adults have more job opportunities than monolingual adults. Also, they develop positive bilingual identities, so they're proud of what they can do in both of their languages. Most importantly, a child benefits from a bilingual home that is rich in language, offering opportunities for meaningful conversations about many different topics. Regardless of which language you choose to speak at home, a rich language environment creates better readers. Let's think about what makes for a great conversation. Follow your child's lead. Talk about their interests. Be an active listener. Show them you're listening by using eye contact and putting away all distractions. Sit down with them to be at their eye level. Share positive life stories about personal events that have happened in your life. And find time to talk to your child every day. When engaging in conversation, provide fun and memorable experiences to help create meaningful conversations and lasting memories. For example, take a nature walk around the park. Describe what you see as you are walking. Pick up different types of rocks and describe how they look and feel. When it's raining, leave a cup outside to collect the rain. Measure how much rain falls every hour into the cup. Have them feel the rain and describe it. Or find a bug or caterpillar outside. Put it in a plastic cup with holes in it. Observe the behaviors and talk about what they notice. Then let it free. You can use any visual to build conversation skills. As you look at pictures when reading with your child, take that opportunity to build on conversation skills based on what is in the picture. Think about what types of questions you ask looking at this picture. How do you think the people at the bottom corner are feeling? What makes you think that? Did you notice anything about the clouds? Why do you think the illustrator made the clouds like that? Do you notice anything else?
Notice these questions allow for responses that take us beyond a yes or no response. They ask for open-ended, more detailed responses. Another way to build on conversations based on a visual text is to use the phrase, "What do you notice?" Let's look at an example of this in action.
Here, partner A starts by saying, I notice the sun is smiling. What do you notice?
I notice the clouds blowing. What do you notice?
I notice a red bird with a bow. What do you notice?
I notice a bird with a hat flying too. What do you notice?
I notice people that are running and tents falling down. What do you notice?
I notice people hugging. What do you notice?
I notice it is raining. What do you notice?
I notice a stormy day.
Open-ended questions encourage deeper thinking and reasoning skills. How can we change a question to make it open-ended? Instead of saying, "Did you go to the store?" try asking, "Where did you go?" Then take the conversation one step further by asking, "What did you see?" Instead of asking, "Was that a good book?" try asking, "What did you like about that book?" Then take that one step further by asking, "How would you change the book?" The phrase "tell me about" is also a good open-ended way to start a conversation. In this example, you could ask your child to tell you about the store or tell you about the book.
Help your child gain a love of reading. Reading together helps build vocabulary. Sit in a cozy place, such as a reading corner with pillows and stuffed animals. Read in your native language, second language, or both. Just make sure to read aloud and discuss the story as you read. Make funny noises and change your voice for each character. Take turns reading. If there is repetition, let your kids say that part or say it together. Have your kids read familiar words to feel successful. Make predictions and connect to personal life experiences.
Let's take a moment to look at a video from WNET explaining the importance of reading with your child. Click here to view the video link, then come back to the module.
When reading stories such as The Rainbow Fish, encourage your child to share thoughts and feelings by asking questions like, what do you think will happen next? How do you think he or she feels? What would you do if you were the character? How would you change the story if you were the author? When reading informative texts, such as Time for Kids, encourage your child to share thoughts and feelings by asking questions like, what did you expect to learn from this book? What does blank mean? How do the photos and illustrations help you? What does this book make you wonder about? Where can you find the answer? How is the information in this book different from what you already know about blank? Let's take a moment to view a video from Reading Rockets about the importance of reading nonfiction texts with your child.
Click here to view the video link, then come back to the module.
Games can also help build language skills in a fun learning environment. As you watch this next video of a mom playing I Spy at the grocery store with her son, notice how she introduces new words to encourage vocabulary development. You can play a game of I Spy wherever you are. Invite kids to use 3 words to describe an object they see, for you to guess. Then you take a turn. Use a word they don't know, explain what it means, and try to keep using it.
Click here to view the video link, then come back to this module.
Build knowledge and vocabulary through everyday conversations and events. While in the car, during dinner, while taking a walk, you can discuss things that are important to you, your kids, and your family. Cooking, culture, and religion. Memories of stories from grandma and grandpa growing up. In this example that you see on the slide, the family is talking about the types of trees, fruits, pies that bring back childhood memories. Mom starts by asking, I wonder if that tree is the same kind I used to climb when growing up. Dad adds, we had so many tropical fruits growing in our yard. Coconuts, guava, mangoes, and papayas, but those all grow in warmer climates. The grandparents add in, I remember the fresh pies Mama and Papa used to bake. I'm wondering what types of trees grow best in this area. And the child responds by saying, maybe we can grow trees in our yard. We can research what fruit trees grow best in this area. Remember to ask for evidence, model how to support evidence, and model how to think aloud. Rich conversation can happen across subject areas. So thinking about math skills, families can conduct experiments using estimation and prediction skills. An example could be to gather a box and blocks and ask, how many blocks can we use to fill the box? A possible prediction from the child could be, I predict it will take 40 blocks to fill the jar. The parent could say, what makes you think that? It's important to ask follow-up questions after conducting the experiment that are open-ended. So for example, how accurate was your prediction? What did we do to figure it out? Some other examples of estimating and predicting are, how many steps will it take to get from our door to the bus stop? Maybe how long will it take for the ice cream to melt? How many toys will fit on the shelf? As we think about conversation skills at home, it's important to remember that kids learn from adults modeling how to do things and by also modeling how they are thinking. How did they come up with a conclusion and solve a problem? Learning to talk through your thoughts at a young age helps kids reflect and solve problems when they're stuck or frustrated. When working through a situation, it's important to explain your thought process out loud so that your child can hear how you've talked it through. For example, instead of saying, I've tried this experiment and it doesn't work, you can say, I'm wondering why this didn't work. For example, when cooking with your child, you might say, the recipe calls for half a cup of flour, but the batter still seems so thin and full of liquid. I'm thinking maybe we made a mistake or maybe skipped a step in the recipe. What should we do? Maybe we should reread the recipe and make sure we have followed all the steps accurately. Finally, encourage conversations with your child through play. This is how children learn important life skills. Play helps develop social skills and problem-solving skills. For example, you can act out different characters from books you have read together, or perhaps act out different roles, such as a pirate, a mail carrier, a chef, and model the language you use in each of these roles. Allow your child to have a turn. This allows them to try out different words and language they may not get to use every day.
We hope that you have enjoyed the session on supporting literacy through conversations at home and have learned some new strategies to use at home with your children. We invite you to look at the additional resources we have provided, which include some helpful videos, games, and activities that you can use with your children.